Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to Long Range Weather Forecast Discussion for November 4th to the 18th. For November 4th to the 8th, this is what we're forecasting. Hasn't changed much since last week. We have a trough here over the Eastern Pacific. We have a ridge that builds over the west into Canada, and we have a trough in the east. Now, within this flow, we will have some upper level energy here moving through the base of the trough. You see it down here. And there are some differences in the trough's strength Friday into the weekend. The trough could dig or not, and the possibility of a separate closed low develops in the southern stream remains to be questioned. And these differences will also impact the possibility of a surface low forming and its track likely in the western Pacific. The Western Atlantic, in the Western Atlantic. So there's a lot to be said. So we're looking at this Thursday, Friday, and here's the system here. And then we'll look at the trough differences here. Now the GFS weakens the trough a little bit and allows it to come northward. And we'll look at the other troughs. Here's the GEFS is a little deeper, as is the European. So it means to see whether this low where it tracks. The deeper the trough is, the more it'll be suppressed to the south. The weaker it is, it'll be allowed to come northward. Now, also, we're going to talk about the west. Now, light to moderate precipitation, or we're going to talk about other parts of the country now. Light to moderate rain expected across the Gulf Coast and the southeast Thursday. See right down here. And this will be as a weak wave moves through the base of the trough. And the heaviest precipitation is likely from the southern Appalachians and higher elevations could see some snow. Now we'll look at this at the GFS, because this shows the snow if it does. See some snow here. So that's the GFS. And rain will spread into the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast Friday and Saturday associated with that system. So going to Friday. And Saturday, you can see the system right down here. Now this is GFS, kind of takes it out. We'll look at the other models. This is the European, kind of brings it further northward, but keeping most of the precipitation to the south. And the European summers are not loading. Okay, so that's something to be looked at. This is further to the north, as it's the GFS is weaker with the trough. Now, if this precipitation moves further to the north and west, the higher elevations of the central Appalachians and the interior northeast could see snow. And then we also are going to have this Pacific system that will move into the west and result in periods of enhanced precipitation during the later half of the week into the weekend. And Northern California and Northwest will receive the heaviest precipitation, and the highest elevations, as always is this case, could also experience snow. And this moisture will eventually spread into the Intermountain West as time goes on. Okay, we're going to look now at the period from November 9th to the 13th. And the Eastern Pacific trough kind of slides further inland to the east as this ridge slides to the west, pushing the trough to the west, and this trough here slowly lifts out. So we'll look at this configuration. So the models are pretty good agreement with this. We'll go to the 13th. You see more of a zonal flow here, but this trough moves in and then the ridge kind of moves further eastward. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal temperatures for this region, and the anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal are forecast. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 45 to 55%. And we have below normal precipitation for much of this region here, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. Looking ahead for the next period, this is for November 14th to the 18th. The GFS, you can see here, brings the trough back, and we have trough ridge configuration. But the other models depict a flatter flow, as does the... I thought I had it up here. Oh. I thought I had it up. Okay, the ensemble means depict more of a flatter flow, kind of similar to this. So for this forecast period, column 4, I must have closed it by accident. Sorry about that. Column 4, above normal temperatures for much of this area here, and anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, column 4, above normal precipitation here, and for this region, and the probability of occurrence is up to 45%. Below normal precipitation forecast here, with the probability of occurrence is 45%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for November 4th to the 18th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.